Hey everyone, welcome to our garden tour for May 2026. Now in this episode you're going to notice a lot of changes, some new additions to the garden, some new growth, and we're just overall going to have a good time. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this one.
Look how much it has grown. Hey guys, so it's time to do the end of May backyard garden tour. So you're going to see a lot of changes. We've done a lot of plantings. There's been a lot of growth. Mulching has changed the look 100%. Okay, so as we enter the backyard through the side gate here and walk right here, let's start here to my left. These are the Jerusalem artichoke bulbs that a neighbor up the street gave us that we planted. They are growing. They are doing very, very well.
They've only been here a month-ish,
yeah. So there's those. This has been mulched, so that has helped a lot. We've got to do a little something to keep when the rain washes all this out. We've developed that issue, but we'll figure that out. Add some more rocks or something. This is my Mother's Day present. We haven't planted it yet, but it's right there. That is an oak leaf acanthus.
He got a little wilty a couple days ago. We had to give it some water.
Yeah, but it's perked right back up. It's doing great. Yeah. And so back over here to your right, as you walk in this rock path, we have a milk and wine, and then the two columbine that, if you remember, we got off the clearance rack, and they're both doing just fine. This is towards the end of the season for columbine, so they've already done their flowering. They're now going to seed, and I'm going to let them. So they will seed, they will spread, and I'll have more plants next year. So they're doing just fine. Right here is the planter. We did a short when we planted it. It's got the fern and the impatiens, and they have all just taken off. They're so pretty. I just love that little vignette there. Back here is the bicycle, and it's doing very well with the coral bell or heuchera and some begonia. Is that begonia or impatient? I think that's impatient.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody gave us a really good idea, which we had considered, but we're going to pull the trigger and do it. This right here would be a great place for a basket and some more plants. So watch out for that. It's coming soon. I just happen to have a basket already. We were wondering what to do with the basket. Duh, right there. Okay. So back over here, this milk and wine, it's got some bloom stalks. We're going to have some flowers. That planter back there with the spike grass and polka dot plant. So if you notice, we have mulched all of this, and it just looks so much better. So as I walk here, this was the end of our path, but we have developed a new path. We can show them. We've got to get some more of this fine gravel. We're going to fill in around the rock, but we've developed this little path to kind of go through so we can still access back here without walking through mulch. But it also kind of just gives you that cottagey feel, having that cute little path where you're not really sure where it's going to end up over there. So we're excited to get some more rock and fill that in. And then right over here used to be some grass, not a lot of grass because of the maple tree. We decided just to get rid of it. Get rid of the grass, and this is all flower bed. So my plugs that have yet to be planted, hush, I'll do it eventually, I promise. But they're going to go all throughout here, fill this in, and it's going to be beautiful. We have a fountain coming. It's going to go right over there. It's a solar fountain, so it'll give us a little bit of water, a little bit of movement, another spot for the birds to get a drink, take a bath, for the pollinators as well. So as we add those things, we'll take you along for those little short videos, but then when we do our tour videos, you'll get to see those little additions. We did a little short. That's our new fox. He's so cute. sitting on the porch and look over here. He's just kind of looking at the door, like he heard the door open, and he's looking back to see what's coming out here.
He has a really expressive face.
He really does.
We loved him.
If you have ideas for names, pop them down below.
Yep. The short, we also asked for names, but you can also leave a comment down below if you want to name him, and we'll give you a shout out if we choose your name.
So the crepe myrtle has an issue. We are going to be tackling a video soon about garden pests and issues you may come about with your plants, and we'll show you what that is and how to take care of it. So follow for that. Here's our spiderwort that we planted under the mailbox. It's doing just fine. It was one of the ones we took up and split, put part here and part over there. This is my forsythia, and it's doing very well. It's already flowered. It's a spring flowering, and then it's just pretty green the rest of the time. Okay.
We also made this path specifically to access this mailbox too, because we use it so much.
Right.
So we wanted to create the pathway where it kind of drops off right here and then makes a pit stop and then continues on. So that was purposely done.
And if any of you have ever grown morning glories, what's your thoughts? So I had a small planter, the one that's over there that we'll get to in a minute, that has the mandevilla in it. It's a little pot with the top on it, like a trellis. Anyway, last year it was over here, and it had some morning glory in it. Well, if we look down, the morning glory has seeded, and it's growing all through here. If you don't know what morning glory seedlings look like when they're growing, it's these. They're all over the place. There's one. We could maybe let it grow.
Maybe let that one grow.
All through here are little seedlings of morning glory. So, yeah, they might have to get pulled up.
We'll show you why we have a bad feeling about them. So,
I love them. They're beautiful, but you know, they will take over. See, like through here, they're all through here.
Yep.
So
there's one right there.
Yep. So over here we have some sedum coming back. And bee balm. And bee balm back there. There's our arbs. They're doing very well.
Yeah, they've doubled in size too.
Yeah.
Since we planted them. We're happy.
Rattlesnake Master. And look, it's got buds all over it. So Rattlesnake Master buds are not your typical flower. They're kind of thistle-like. They're not pokey. They don't hurt or anything. They look like they might, but they don't.
They're just rough.
But the pollinators love them. They're such a good plant. And it will reseed and grow baby plants. And we moved them and spread them out. Look, morning glory, way over here. Purple heart. Another milk and wine, another rattlesnake master. There is some more liatris, as is right there. Behind it is milk and wine with a bloom stalk on it. So these blazing star liatris will spread and get taller, and that is the beginning of a bloom stalk. They haven't quite flowered yet, but they're going to be soon. And if you have seen the honeysuckle trimming video, and it gave me palpitations and hurt my heart, but I did it. It's growing back. It's coming back. We're going to be okay.
Yep, there's green on it. You can see it on that one. That one grows a lot faster than the one on the right, but yeah.
This bed here is dramatically better. Just adding the mulch, y'all. It's more defined. You can tell that it's purposeful. Like, we didn't just put plants in the middle of nowhere, right? And I know that's how it looked before. And even to myself, I kind of looked at it like, wow, that does not look right. But there was a method to the madness, I promise. And this is it. It looks so much better. It's filling in. This is what we think the boneset is.
It's a...
We did not put it there.
Called a late boneset.
But it's gotten so much bigger, and it's really pretty. It's filling in. Here are some daylilies. The cannas are popping up. Milk and wine.
We have one canna, then it's right by this rock that you're kind of seeing right there, the little small rock. It's not coming up, so we might have to pull him and replace him with another.
The other would be the one that's growing erroneously by the mailbox out front.
The mailbox canna.
He's going to get popped up and be put back here where he belongs with his friends. So this is the Mandevilla vine that's growing in that little pot up that's trellis. It's doing well. It's growing and getting bigger, and it's just covered in flowers. It's very, very pretty.
And then we got another canna right back here.
Yep, there's a little canna right there. So this pretty much ends where we got to with the mulching. We have obviously still have a huge pile in the front. So we ended here because we got tired.
Oh my gosh. You ain't kidding.
So we're going to continue on. We have some lettuce that was going a little rusty, so we put it out here for the baby bunny. We have a mama bunny with babies. I for sure know we have one baby, and it's a tiny baby. It's so cute, and we'll see it come out every so often. It's living in the rose bush under there. Mm-hmm. It's very much, what is the bunny in the story? Briar Rabbit?
Yeah.
Yep. So we have Briar Rabbit living under there. So we gave him some lettuce. So by next month, fingers crossed, we'll have the rest of the mulch done. So when we do that tour to show you that, you should be able to see everything mulched, including this big bed behind us here. But moving forward on this one is the drift rose. There's a pink and a peach. There's another big rattlesnake master. This is a dayflower that doesn't need to be there. Boink. This rattlesnake master is going to get way bigger than this.
It's already about, what is that, 3.5, almost 4 feet?
At least, yeah. This would be the Mexican petunia, and it has spread. We started with one plant, and this is multiple plants now, and there's including one over here that's growing in the daylily.
Yeah, it's right here.
Yep, they will spread, and you can dig them up and spread them out and move them to other places if you want to. So you're not married to just leaving it there forever. These are the daylilies.
Those are clearance rack daylilies too.
They were pretty much dead, and we paid very little for them. This back here is my mint and spearmint patch that Drew is not a fan of, but asked me if I care.
We keep it under control as much as possible. We try not to let it go crazy. I do have to pull runners occasionally.
Yeah, but it's just so pretty. Big honeysuckle tree, and it has already flushed once, and look, it's about to flush again. These are pretty pink and white. But all of this, it's just covered. So it's about to flush out again for its second flush. And we didn't do anything to it. This part of the flower bed needs some assistance. It's a little sad, but we'll get there, I promise. So it's just a mixture of Asiatic daylilies. There is a rattlesnake master, a viburnum,
Snowball.
There's a Gara growing over there.
Yeah, the Gara we thought we lost too, but it seems to be coming back. It's right back here. And then there's a milk and wine that's hiding behind the viburnum.
Yes.
And then
this is going to be, oh, sorry, something's
goodness.
buzzing my face. I heard it in my ear. I'll be filling this up and planting it up and making it a little fairy garden with some fairy stuff we have in the building there. So that'll get decorated and pretty. My beautiful mimosa tree.
Let me see if I can get it in here. Yeah, there we go.
It will be blooming soon. It's waiting to get a little hot. It's a tropical, so it kind of needs the heat, but it'll start putting some blooms. And these trees are so funny. So see how it's all open? All these leaves are open and flat right now because the sun is out. But tonight, when the sun goes down, they kind of close up and draw up.
Kind of like those touch plants.
Uh-huh.
And I did trim this up. There was a few sucker branches here in the middle, and they were kind of growing into the tree, so I kind of got rid of those and just made it look a little more uniform growing.
The robin has decided to join the tour, so welcome. Okay, so this is what we call our iris island bed. And back here are some big blue stem grasses. They're not doing their best. I'm going to give them another season to see how they do. And if they don't, they might get moved and something else put back here.
I think they're just getting too much water when it rains. This kind of pools a little bit. And
a little bit. It's a little low
think
side of the yard, yeah. These are the pink knockout roses. They just finished with a huge flush, and now they are getting ready to do it again. All the irises. So the irises are done for the year. We need to come in and deadhead a few spots. Back here is a milk and wine with a couple of big bloom stalks on it. And if you look back here, we have some morning glory.
Oh my gosh.
Gloriously glorying it up back here. Isn't that pretty? But it's going to choke this out if you leave it. So I'm not doing it right now on camera because that's blasphemous, but it's going to have to go. Okay. Indian blanket flower. These are just absolutely beautiful. So this started with one.
This is our state flower too, by the way.
It is. So we started with one right around over there, and it has reseeded and spread, which is great. I'm fine with that. It is a native. It's drought tolerant, heat tolerant. Great for the pollinators, and it's just beautiful. Just look at that color. Another milk and wine, big bloom stalk on it. Pay no attention to the tree that's still down behind me.
That is part of the mulching project because we are going to have this mulched up and use it in our garden.
We are. Another milk and wine with a couple big bloom stalks on it.
Like I said before in the front garden tour, every time you see a bloom stalk, that is one plant. So if you see multiple stalks, that means that there are multiple plants in that one little patch of milk and wine. So
yep.
They can be split.
They sure can. We have Miss Hildegard, Hildy for short. Background over here. Again, this side is going to be filling in pretty quick. We've got some rattlesnake master babies. There's 3 or 4 of them in there. I'm going to spread those out around.
Those have gotten bigger too just since we put them in the pot.
I know, and those were just stuck in there just to keep them alive.
Yeah.
The Gara, the lavender. This stuff is doing so much better just having the mulch here.
Yeah.
The lavender was kind of getting wilty about every other day or so, but now that we've got this mulch down, it has not. It is doing so well. This is one of my new daisies that I'm going to be putting, and look, it's got a bud on it. We got this little bird bath at our antique venture the other day and put it here. It's got some water in it and a couple of pieces of pretty slag glass. That way, if a little pollinator or even a tiny little bird needs to get a drink, it can sit on the rock and not get into the water.
And if you guys are interested in any of our antique shopping days, I know that like Laura and her mom go on shopping days on Garden Answer. If you guys are interested in what we find in antique stores, let us know down below in the comments, and we'll take you along.
So my herb planters are just getting after it. We need to use it. We haven't yet.
We thought it'd be like good gift ideas too.
It's rosemary.
You could harvest them and then bound them.
Sage, and the parsley for sure the parsley for sure, for sure, for sure.
Now, what is it that people need to do with their basil?
So basil, when it gets this big, you see how it's starting to flower at the top? You need to pinch that off, because when it starts putting energy into flowering and seeding like that, it changes the flavor of your basil. It makes it kind of bitter. And we don't want bitter basil. Also, what it's going to do is after it flowers, I haven't let it flower yet, but it's starting to. That's when it will go to seed and drop seed, and you're gonna have basil growing everywhere. Which, if it's in a flower bed somewhere and that's what you want, that's fine. This is a generic basil that I got from Ace Hardware. Apparently, what is it? Amazel basil from Frozen Winters, I think. They have one that, even if it gets real big and flowers, it doesn't change the flavor of your basil. This is not that kind. So I'm not gonna let it do that. So then back over here, just to see, the sweet spire's doing great. Lavender, Gara, another daisy. My plugs that need to be planted still. The dill is by far the best and biggest in here. Chives are doing great. Thyme, marjoram, and I forgot what back there. Tarragon, that's right. Okay, so I've got some tarragon back here. Who knows what show tarragon was used to, what's the word I'm looking for? Sabotage someone else's recipe.
Give you a hint, it was meatballs.
Yes, the meatballs were ruined. There was a weird taste.
Weird taste.
Yeah, comment below if you know what that's from. So these were the planters we did. One of the very first things we planted back here was plant up these planters. And this was the vinca vine. Look how much it has grown. It's touching the ground. The euphorbia has spread out. The geraniums have spread out. Spiked grass. Everything's just doing so well. Okay, so this flower bed also needs some work. That's coming soon. But this was the second half of the spiderwort plant that we divided and put here. It's doing fine too. Couple of milk and wines back there. We're not sure what those are yet. This was some kind of a bulb I planted years ago, and it didn't do anything for a couple years, and now all of a sudden here it is. There's 3 of them.
If any of y'all know what these are, let us know down in the comments.
I want to say it's got to be some kind of a lily, but I don't know why I would have put a lily here knowing that it's shady. I thought I planted some kind of a phlox.
Yeah, because this sucker is reaching for the sun. All 3 of them.
Not sure.
Are reaching for the sun.
Yep. This was the azalea that we moved, and it's actually doing pretty good. It never showed any issues with being moved.
Nope, never shocked, nothing.
Nothing. So maybe we did a good thing by moving it. Milk and wine, catmint, little gladiolus back there. Another milk and wine that's already blooming. Look at it. Isn't that pretty? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's like 15.
Mm-hmm. Love those things.
They're so fun. Okay, so please bear in mind, we have not worked on the secret garden at all yet. And it desperately needs it. We're gonna have to do a complete overhaul of it. So last year what happened was I spread out a bunch of wildflower seeds. Some of them grew then, some of them didn't. They needed the extra year to grow. This year they're going for it. And for whatever reason, I was unaware that cosmos, I knew they would come back eventually if they would reseed. I didn't realize how prolific they would come back. Also, the morning glory. Oh, it's come back all over creation. So here you go. So we've got the morning glory vine. It's growing up the side of the trellis, which is fine. That's okay. But when you go around over here, and it's even growing in the trash pile, y'all.
Yeah. We had some sunflowers right here, and morning glory apparently was in there as well. So
yeah, so we have morning glory and sunflowers growing here from the trash pile. Yeah. All of this is either morning glory or cosmos growing through here. The morning glory,
Yeah.
wasps.
See that?
The morning glory is currently all bloomed out for the morning, and it's beautiful, but it covers everything. And I do mean everything.
If you guys can see, there is a milk and wine
Right there.
right in here.
It's
being
covered
choked. It just can't grow. It just can't grow at all.
Okay, so all through here, there's just a lot of cosmos. There's a lot of, I'm not even sure what this is yet. I mean, they're flowers. They just haven't flowered yet. So until they do, I'm not sure what it is. But they seeded, so all of this, even growing out here in the rocks. So we're going to have to pull a bunch of it up and kind of tame things back a little. Yes, I wanted this to be my chaos garden.
So
Definitely that right now.
a little more chaotic.
I need it to be a hair less chaotic, just a little. Okay, so back here, more milk and wine, and it's got a bloom on it. That would be some ironweed from the front that managed to grow back here. I'm not sure what this is, but it's beautiful. It almost, well, that might be, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it is. Not at all.
We'll put it on the screen because we'll identify it.
Morning glories are growing all throughout here. They're covering everything. Milk and wine. Got some buds. There's our orange glow knockout that we planted recently.
And this is one thing we're going to have to watch carefully too, because this particular knockout rose is right next to this knockout rose on the other side of the fence,
That's
which, as
sick.
you remember, I pointed out on the front garden tour, it's got rose rosette possibly. So we're watching this one very carefully.
All through here, this is covered in buds. This is about to bloom out. The morning glory is taken over, covering everything. It's growing out and around. It's crazy. That's a bunch of hollyhock, and they're all blooming. Over there's already a couple that's opened, but you can see the morning glory has grown up into the hollyhock. And while it's beautiful, it will choke it out if we're not careful and tame it back a little bit. So it's unfortunate, but that's just how it works sometimes. Here is our big hibiscus. See, it's full of holes. I'm not sure if some of that isn't from the hailstorm we had a while back. Some of it may also be from some pests. I'm not sure. So continuing to move through. See, this is Coreopsis. That's a plant I planted. All throughout here. But how would you know? Because there's morning glories everywhere as well. I mean, it's pretty in spots, especially if you just focus on one small little spot. This, what did we decide this was? A cypress tree?
No, it's a juniper tree. And unfortunately it will grow up to around 30 to 40 feet tall.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we thought it was going to be something that was going to be low-lying, but we can't keep it there.
Yeah, it's not going to be able to stay here. So, and this is not what that is. That's just another flower.
Another Cosmo, maybe?
Maybe. We do have a self-seeded redbud tree, and so because of where it is, it's over here by itself, plenty of room. We're protecting it, and we're going to let it grow and let us have a little tree over here.
Yeah, because I'll throw the rendering that we plan on achieving with this secret garden. Like April said, we have not started on it, but that redbud is in a beautiful spot for some height, and will give us a nice little tree right there. So we're kind of excited about that location. That's why we saved it. But yeah, the rendering that you guys saw, that's what we're wanting to achieve in this area. As you can see, we have a lot of work to do.
Okay, so that's going to do it for the end of the May backyard garden tour. Stay tuned for next month's garden tour. I'm sure there will be lots of changes and lots of updates to show you back then. Leave us comments down below, follow, like, and share. Thanks for watching. Bye.